Welcome Clubhouse 81 Cinematics and members. This is 2025's first members meeting. This will be in a different format and we'll discuss those details in just a moment. But one night while flipping through my streaming apps for a good watch, I landed on Pluto TV and I saw the sexiest crime thriller in my life. And no, it was not Cool World. Everybody, how are you today? Welcome again back to the channel as we do what we are going to start as a monthly members meeting. Now, what will be the difference between these meetings and the quarterly meetings that we have throughout the year? Well, the big difference is we will not be discussing analytics. We will not be discussing any afterthoughts or things like that. This is strictly going to be just us going over a movie review of what I watched on my off-air time and a few other things like some trailers that I run across that I'm interested in, some anticipated watches, and just random thoughts. So this is a much more laid back members meeting, not as official as our quarterly ones, which now as of 2025 I must announce they will not be quarterly anymore. They will just be twice a year. So our first official members meeting where we discuss everything, the channel, afterthoughts, any suggestions from the members, along with our one big movie review that we have. That will only be in June and at the end of the year. So the first one will be coming up in a few months. Stay tuned for that. So let's kick it off with Real Rewind, shall we? Now this started off as an independent segment on the channel, but it didn't fare out so well, so we decided to incorporate it inside the members meeting. And this Real Rewind, we want to feature a movie that I think is actually an underrated watch, and it is called I Kill Giants.
What are you doing? What's it for? There's some serious stuff going down. I find giants. I hunt giants. I kill giants. Cool.
This movie stars Zoe Saldana, Madison Wolfe, who played Janet in The Conjuring 2. This is an adorable but PG-13 fantasy action combo film about a teenage named Barbara, and she's coping with her mother's death. Now, these Real Rewinds are spoiler free, and that's all I'm going to share with you about this movie, but I found it entertaining and very cute, and a different take on how someone would look at death and how to approach it, especially coming from a parent, a child and a parent, and the child's eyes and point of view of it. I think this was a cute, again, adorable watch. I loved it, and I'm recommending you check it out. It is for free right now, and I'll link it down below in the description box, and you can catch that in its full length on the Pluto TV app. So let me just start off by saying that I am not a trailer watch person. I don't watch trailers. I don't go look for them. I do see them recommended to me on my YouTube pages and other movie streaming apps that I'm subscribed to. Now, with all that said, I'm also subscribed on YouTube to quite a few movie reactors and movie reviewers. And I typically avoid movie reactions until after I've watched the movie. But the movie reviewers, I will watch their content because most of them are spoiler free. And there are some anticipated watches that I have heard about, the buzz on them, that I want to get into as soon as possible. One of them being The Monkey. Now, I'm not going into this taking this serious because from the feedback that I have been exposed to about this movie, The Monkey appears to be our comedic horror of the year. There's always seemed to be, ever since the popularity of Scream, to be these comedic horror movies like Abigail and Nick Cage Dracula. And so I feel like that's what this is going to be for 2025, The Monkey. Companion is another one that I have been hearing a lot about. I cannot stop hearing about. You need to watch Companion. You need to watch Companion. Now, the only thing about Companion is I haven't watched the trailer. But the thumbnails, from what I can see, the images that are shown to me from spoiler-free movie reviewers, I kind of feel like I already know what this is going to go, what it's going to be about, and what direction it's going to go into. I definitely can tell you the main character of the movie is probably an AI robot. It's giving me Megan vibes, definitely. But I still want to watch it because I'm hearing so much about it. The last anticipated watch that I'm interested in that is coming up very soon, a matter of fact, it's coming to premiere on March 28th, is The Woman in the Yard. And this trailer I did watch, not on purpose. It was an ad in the middle of a video that I was watching, and I had to watch it, and I didn't want to skip it because it caught my attention. So now I am interested in the full-length movie. I am hesitant about how I'm gonna like it or not because it's a Blumhouse production, and over here at Clubhouse 81 we already know their movies are hit and misses. So this brings along that question: will this be good or not? So this month's movie review that I wanted to discuss with you guys is a watch that I ran across. Like I mentioned earlier in the introduction, I was looking for something good to watch, and I came across this 80s throwback of a film from Brian De Palma, and it is Horror Meets Sexy, aka horror, what I called if Alfred Hitchcock would have made a porno. I wasn't sexually charged, but I was entertained. Okay, so I just want to put that out there for my taste. This isn't a movie that's going to turn you on like that, but it'll turn you on like that in an action crime thriller type way. Now, this movie is starring Craig Watson, who is a horror movie icon from Night on Elm Street. Also, Melanie Griffith, Bond girl Deborah Shelton, and crime movie star Greg Henry, who always does a great job playing a bad guy. This movie centers around Scully, a down-on-his-luck actor. He moves to California after losing his acting gig and catching his girlfriend cheating all in the same day. He then meets Sam Bouchard, who helps him land on his feet. He tells Scully about a place in Hollywood Hills that needs a house sitter. This mansion has a telescope, and that telescope is used to spy on Gloria Revel. Now, this movie really highlights choices, and there are some made that are very questionable, such as Scully, who decides, you know what, just because Sam brought up this telescope looking down on this lady's apartment, what the hell, why not? And he does end up spying on Gloria, giving level 4 creepy. He witnesses her being abused by her apparent partner. He begins following her, where he discovers she is being followed by someone who is a level 10 creepy. Gloria's purse gets snatched. And did I mention Scully is claustrophobic? Oh yeah. He has a childhood trauma that caused him to be severely claustrophobic. My man can't even ride in an elevator. He can't even stop the mugger who snatched Gloria's purse. But in one sentence, he can seduce Gloria in the same tunnel that he couldn't stop the mugger in. Moving right along, Gloria unfortunately gets murdered, and she could have survived, but Scully was trying to be an avenger, knowing he got issues, gets attacked by Gloria's dog, then decides to call the police, which he should have done before running over there to audition for the Orange Power Ranger. But one night, Scully is watching TV and sees Holly the Body, which is played by Melanie Griffith, and he has an idea that he's going to pretend to be a porn guy, hit on Holly, and she's going to lead him to Gloria's killer, which works. Holly admits to Sam that Sam hired her to dance like Gloria, and Scully realizes that Sam must have set him up to witness Gloria's murder, which will put him under suspicion. So now Scully has moved up to level 5 creepy. He advanced a level after that whole porn thing. Scully tells Holly she helped Sam commit a crime. She gets mad, storms off, gets kidnapped. Scully follows. Sam is trying to bury Holly. Scully gets pulled into the grave by Sam, who is disguised as the disfigured man that we have been seeing throughout the movie that was stalking Gloria, and is revealed to be Gloria's abusive husband. Scully and Sam wrestle. The dog breaks out the car like Cujo, jumps on Sam, and they both fall in the water to die. Very unnecessary for the doggy. And now Holly wakes up under the impression that Scully is the person who tried to end her life. And that's how the movie ends. There is a scene later on that shows that Scully revived his acting career, and now he's playing the vampire role that I guess he always dreamed of, and he's dating Holly. Go figure. Listen, this movie started off serious, but it just ended up being a comedy to me. I appreciate the 80s shenanigans. It puts me in the vibe of The Burbs, if you haven't heard of that movie starring Tom Hanks. But it definitely kept my interest. The absurdity of it all was hilarious, and I suggest that you do check this out, and it's a repeat watch for me as well. Now, another movie came on right after this one that lured me in, starring Michael Caine, called Dressed to Kill. And I will do a poll to see if you guys would like me to review that one, because that one was pretty good as well. Well, that ends our meeting for today here, quick and to the point. Again, these will be short meetings that we'll have every month, and our official members meetings will be twice a year, and the first one will be premiering in June, just to remind you. I won't hold you up any further. Stay tuned for the next one coming next month. If you have any suggestions for me to watch a movie off air, all of them are welcomed in our comment section or community wall. Before you click off of this video, please support the channel by subscribing, liking this video, and sharing me out. This meeting today is adjourned.